Welcome to Where I Long to Be, a magical trip report podcast. My name is Virginia, and I am your host. Happy New Year and happy new episode Monday. Thank you all for tuning in. We will just get right into it today with simply a quick reminder to please follow the show on your podcast platform, as well as on all the socials. And don't forget to check out my website, which is whereilongtobepodcast.com. And now, please welcome Lisa to the show. Welcome to the podcast, Lisa.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. This is our first time meeting, so I want to learn all about you. Tell me who you are, where you live, what's your Disney history like, all that jazz.
Well, my name is Lisa. I live in Buffalo, New York. I started going to Disney. We went a couple of times when I was younger. We honeymooned, did the land and sea package where we spent 4 days in the parks and then 3 days on the cruise ship.
Mm-hmm. Wait, did you wear bride ears the entire time?
I don't think I wore any ears.
Oh,
I think we had a shirt.
Happily ever button?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which I
Perfect.
still have.
All right, continue.
And then when we graduated from college, we moved out to LA, and we did have annual passes out there for Disneyland. And that was right when California Adventure opened. So it was the Park Hopper Pass out there. So we would go probably every other month and just pop in. And then we didn't go for a while. Once we moved back here, I have 3 kids. When my daughter was 3, we took our first trip. So the kids were 10, 7, and 3. I was in 2012 for the first time. They were amazing. They were so well behaved. And I looked at my husband and said, how in the world are we not going to bring them back? But it did take 5 years. So we came back in 2017 for around the Christmas holiday, actually the same week that this trip is going to be. Again, they were great. And then we just took them again in 2023 in May, figuring like last big trip. My kids are 23, 20, and 16 now. So it's a little tougher schedule wise. And then I don't know. I've decided I'm in my travel era. So my girlfriend was turning 50 in October of this past year. Not like last month, but the year prior. And she wanted to go to Disney. And her husband didn't want to go. I was like, well, who wouldn't want to go to Disney for their birthday? So she was like, wait, you want to go with me? And then long story short, it turned into a 6-night trip with both husbands involved too. And then
they actually ended up coming with you.
They did. Yeah. It was going to be a 1 night, 2 days in Epcot just for food and wine. And it turned into a 6-night trip.
And then they got jealous. They got a little FOMO.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I see. Now, my question is, after that trip, were the husbands converted?
Hers, no.
Okay.
Mine enjoys Disney, but he's not nearly as into it as I am. And then,
Same
but we got home from that trip and he was like, well, we've never done Festival of the Arts before. So I immediately hopped on the computer and I found rates for $98 for All-Star Sports on the end of January. So we went for 3 nights and did Festival of the Arts. And we got back from that one. And my daughter was like, why do you keep going without me? I think maybe we should just do a girls trip. So I talked my husband into letting us do the girls trip. And then she said, we should invite grandma. So I asked my mom.
Grandma's a girl.
Yeah. I asked my mom and she was totally on board. And then my sister-in-law, my husband's sister, owns DVC. She's got 3 contracts now, I think. So we invited her and my niece, who's 18, and they're coming along too. So it'll be the 5 of us.
Okay. So what was supposed to be a mother-daughter trip is now a 5-person girls trip.
It's still girls on holiday.
Yeah. I love that though. That's amazing. That is amazing. Do you know where your sister-in-law owns her DVC contracts?
Her first one is Wilderness Lodge. And then she has 2 at Riviera.
Very nice. Very nice. I am a Copper Creek Wilderness Lodge DVC owner myself, and I love it.
I think she's Copper Creek too.
Yeah, it's my favorite resort. And what a resort to go to during the holidays. Like, you cannot beat it. All right, let's talk all the details of this trip then. Are you able to share the names of the other people you're traveling with?
Sure. My daughter's name is Rebecca. She goes by Bekah.
And your mom?
Cheri.
And sister-in-law?
Randy.
And your niece?
Sarah.
All right, perfect. Now we can refer to them by name. All right, where are you ladies going to be staying? And how did you decide on this resort?
We are staying at Caribbean Beach, and it's because that's where my daughter wanted to go. That's where we went on our last big family trip, and we just love the vibes there.
Okay. Have Cheri, Randy, or Sarah stayed at Caribbean Beach before?
No. My mom has not been in 25 years.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's been a long time since she's been to Disney.
Okay.
And my sister-in-law, we stayed at the Polynesian. She's been using her points a lot for cruising. And I don't remember the last place she stayed, but I don't think they've stayed here.
She must have a lot of points then, because I feel like the point to cruise conversion factor, it takes up a lot of points.
It does. She knows it's not the best use, but
okay. I was gonna say, but sometimes when people have a lot of points, you do you. They're your points.
Yeah, she wants to be able to leave them for the kids and grandkids.
Caribbean Beach does have some rooms that fit 5, but you're 5 adults essentially.
Yeah, we're doing two separate rooms. Yeah.
Okay.
I did put in a request for Jamaica and the first floor. My niece has some disabilities, physical and cognitive, and my mom's 70. I mean, she's perfectly capable of walking and stuff, but just to make life a little bit easier.
Where in the resort property is Jamaica? Is it near the main building? Is it closer to the Skyliner end?
It's basically, if you go across the bridge, across the little island, Jamaica's that section that's right there. So to get to Old Port Royal, you just go over the bridge across the island. And it's kind of equidistant, depending on the building, between the Riviera and the Caribbean Beach Skyliners.
That's actually a really good location then.
It is. I figured,
if you can get it. Yeah.
Right. Equidistant. And I did do the chat to try and make sure that we were linked and could get, not necessarily connecting. They do have some connecting rooms, but at least close by.
Proximity.
Right. Yeah. I'm in a standard 5th sleeper and she's just in a regular standard room.
Oh, okay.
Because I booked mine off the bounce back and it had to be the 5th sleeper.
Okay. That sounds like a really, really good location. I mean, I think Caribbean Beach, I'll be honest, is not my favorite. And part of it is because it's so big. But I think if you are staying in that area, that kind of mitigates that a little bit. And, I love being able to walk over to the Riviera. So to be in a place that's not too far from the Riviera. And then if you're not too far from the Riviera and you're on that side of the water, then you're not very far from that Skyliner station.
Everything's basically like a 5 to 7 minute walk when you're in Jamaica.
Yeah.
When we stayed there in 2023, we were in the Aruba section, which is the section closest to the Riviera. And we were actually in the building on the very end that's closest to the Riviera. So we ate at Primo Piatto most mornings for breakfast and used their Skyliner primarily because it was a solid 10 to 15 minute walk to get to Old Port Royal in the morning. So I could go over to Riviera quicker to get my morning coffee and have our breakfast quick before we went. But we loved how spread out it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, you know what, it's I don't know. Maybe it's also just like my preference in terms of vibes, because I will say Coronado Springs is probably bigger, maybe. And I love Coronado Springs. And of course, I always prefer to stay in Gran Destino Tower. But even the outer buildings, I just find them to be so peaceful. And I do not mind walking around that resort at all. I just think it's beautiful.
And I did enjoy that while everybody else was getting ready in the morning, walking over to Old Port Royal in the morning. It was just so nice out and quiet and beachy vibe. And I love it there.
Yeah. All right. So the dates of your trip are December 5th through 9th. What made you select these particular dates?
It's the 4th through the 9th.
Oh, it's the 4th. Okay.
Originally, I we definitely wanted like holiday vibes. And I was just going to do it as a long weekend because I am pulling my daughter out of school and she's a junior. So that makes it a little bit more
Ooh,
difficult. But
yeah.
um, I don't know, just my trips never stay as short as I originally planned them. And to get everything in that I wanted to get in, it just, so she's missing the Thursday, Friday, and then the Monday, Tuesday when we come back. But,
Okay. Is her school okay with that, or do you just like not tell them why she's out?
no, she'll tell her teachers before we go so they can give her
Mm-hmm.
work. The kids did schoolwork on our trip the last time, and
Mm-hmm.
even though they didn't want to, it was like during the
Mm-hmm.
downtime they could sit and get a little bit of work done, or even
Yeah.
on the plane getting down
Okay.
there. But
Okay. It's weird once your kids get to high school because you're like, do we, don't we,
right,
like trying to assess, how many other days they've had to be out and stuff
right,
like that. So
and how
it's
they're
always a
doing. Like
question.
if they were
Right.
struggling, then obviously I'm not going to pull them out. But
Yeah. Yeah.
they're
Like
pretty good
Alex does well
students.
in school, but he also like, he gets frequent migraines. So he has like doctor's appointments he has to go to.
Yeah,
So I'm constantly pulling him out for like a half day here, half day there. So I'm always hesitant to do it for a trip. And I'm very envious that you are
yeah.
able to do that
Well, and
because it makes a difference for pricing.
it really
That's
does.
that's the big thing.
That it definitely does. And she's missed a few days this year. She was
Hmm.
pretty good last year, but we're getting her worked up for POTS.
Mm,
So
okay.
she'll wake up some mornings and just not be able to go.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
but she's able to get
To
through
keep
her
caught up.
schoolwork and
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah. In Buffalo, do you all get the President's Week off for like a midwinter break like we do here in the city?
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, that's when we had traditionally have done like our I would call it our big family week. Like
Hmm.
we have annual passes and everything. So we go other times of the year, but that's usually like our big DVC stay. And it is super pricey for the flights because
Right.
of the holiday week.
Hmm.
And it is always just jam packed with people because the rest of the Northeast typically has that time off. So going at an off time is ideal.
Right. We because we have Regents Week too at the end of January
Yeah.
where they're off generally. I think it's Martin Luther King, and then
Yeah.
Tuesday through Friday is all the Regents exams.
Oh, I wonder
And
if we have that too. I
she
can't
only
even remember.
does has midterms then, so there was some talk about
Mhm.
maybe doing it in
Yeah.
January, but we wanted the Christmas holiday
Yeah,
stuff.
I know at Alex's school when they have regents, which listeners, if you have no idea what regents are, they're a New York State thing. I think I don't know if any other states use it.
Yeah, they had other states have tests similar, but they call them
Yeah,
different.
it's like a standardized test that they do. And I know that when they're doing subjects for regents that your kid is not in, they just don't go to school on those days, which is
Correct,
always weird to me. But
because they
because
just came off of holiday break.
they just came off the holiday. Well, I'm thinking more like last year. I was looking at the calendar and I was like, okay, Alex's last day of school is June 26th or 27th. It
Oh
was
yeah,
very,
no, no, no.
very
It's
late in
like the
June.
ninth.
And then yeah, and then literally I think he was done by the 15th because the rest of those days were all Regents days and then administrative like work days for the teachers and things like
Yep,
that. And so he actually was done a lot earlier and
way
I
sooner. Yeah.
just I wasn't even aware, and had I been aware I would have taken him on my business trip out to Anaheim and
Mm,
let him play around the parks while I was in meetings and stuff,
right.
but I just didn't know until it was too late and too expensive to add him. Okay, so Thursday, December 4th, are you flying out of Buffalo? And I should ask, is everyone in the party coming from the same area?
My mom lives like 2 minutes from us.
Mm-hmm.
So the three of us, my daughter, my mom, and I, will be
Mm-hmm.
flying out of Buffalo. We're flying JetBlue. We love JetBlue.
Oh my God, I love JetBlue. I would dare say it's my favorite.
Yes, absolutely. But they have changed our flight time multiple times.
Oh no.
We're leaving now at 8 a.m.,
Mm-hmm.
getting in at 10:45. My sister-in-law, my niece are in the Philadelphia area, so they're flying out of Philly. And
Mm-hmm.
she said they'll be getting in at 9:20 a.m., so they'll be there before we are.
Are they going to hang out at the airport and wait for you?
No, I think they'll get
Okay.
to the resort. I
Okay.
don't know how they're getting there, but we'll
Okay.
just Uber.
And I should say, for historical purposes, in case anybody's listening to this months later or years later, we are in a time when there are a lot of concerns about
Mm,
flights and flights being canceled and everything because we are at this moment in a government shutdown, and the FAA is going to be reducing flights. In fact, all that started, I think, on Friday to try to alleviate some of the stress that some of those air traffic controllers are having with having to work and not be paid. So, this is still almost a full month away. So
Right.
hopefully
Fingers
this will
crossed.
not impact you. But I just want to say that now for historical purposes, and so that I can remember to ask you about it when we get
Right. We
back.
have been looking. I looked at Amtrak, maybe training it down, but that would get very expensive and would be an overnight trip to get there.
Yeah,
And
it takes a
that's
long
a
time.
lot.
So
Um, I would drive. My mom doesn't really care to drive anymore, so it would be me driving the entire way. So
yeah.
if push came to shove, I probably could do it, but I'd
hmm
rather not. Hopefully,
Have you ever
nothing
driven
happens
down
with
to
our flight.
Orlando
No,
before?
mm-mm.
Okay, I did it
No, we always
once.
fly.
I don't love it. Like, I
The
mean,
farthest I've driven is
yeah.
Myrtle Beach, and that was
Okay.
plenty.
Yeah. I mean, I think like there is something a little bit fun about a road trip. Alex loves a road trip.
Mhm.
And I think if you make it fun, like if you choose a place to stop and you're like, we're going to eat at certain restaurants and we're going to go to Buc-ee's and we're going to,
Mhm.
that it can be fun, but you have to have the time to do that. And
Right.
when you are wanting to get as much of the fun in as possible during your trip time, like that's just not worth it to me.
Right.
All right. So Thursday, December 4th, you're all getting there. How are you getting from the airport to Caribbean Beach?
We're just gonna Uber or Lyft, whichever one's cheaper.
Okay. And I didn't ask, but what kind of tickets did you get for this trip?
We have 3-day park hoppers and
Okay.
the Christmas party.
And everybody has the same kind of tickets?
Correct.
Are you planning to go to the parks on your arrival day?
We are not.
Okay.
Even though we
What are you
get
going
in
to
so
do?
early, we have done that in the past, and it's just so exhausting.
I assume you have a free water park day if you wanted it, but I can't imagine that the weather will be quite warm enough to want to go to a water park at this
That's what
time
we're
of the year.
thinking, and none of us are really water park people anyway, so
Okay. All right.
that's probably off the table. I mean, if it's super, super hot, maybe we'll chill in the pool at the resort a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We have reservations for Summer House on the Lake at 5 o'clock.
Ooh.
So chances are we'll head just to Disney Springs and do some shopping and kind of kick the trip off that way.
Have you eaten there before?
I have not.
Oh,
It's been on the bucket list. Yeah.
okay. It is, I'm going to say right now, currently, as of today, November 9th, it's my favorite restaurant in Disney.
Yeah.
It's just
Excited.
so good. The thing I have gotten a couple of times that I just keep going back to, and I don't know if they would even have it at this time of year or not. Maybe. I think I originally had it in January. Is like a Brussels sprout salad that they have.
Mm,
It is
love
just,
Brussels
there's
sprouts.
something about it. It's got like peas in it. So it's got those little like pops of flavor. It's really good. But everything I've ever had there has been delicious. And then you have to make sure to get cookies after because the
Mm-hmm.
cookies are phenomenal. Um, I'm going to say it, better than Gideon's. You can definitely eat them over like a series of days. So
A few
don't
days.
just get one,
Right.
get multiple and then just have them in your room. Anything else you're going to do at Disney Springs, like in particular that you're aiming for? Like obviously you're probably going to go to World of Disney, but are there
Yeah.
any other things?
I think we're just going to wander and shop
Mm-hmm.
and do whatever they want to do. I'm not a big shopper. I
Mm-hmm.
really don't care for it, but I know they want to look around. So,
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the great thing about Disney Springs is that you can just wander and look at things. And then if they're totally into it and you just want to go sit, there's always music playing. You could grab yourself a margarita or
right.
whatever from the margarita stand and just sit and relax while they do whatever.
And I know my daughter is going to want to check out all the merch, but being that
Yeah.
it's the beginning of the trip, we also
Mm-hmm.
don't fly out until very late on our
Mm-hmm.
departure day. So if there's anything she thought she wanted and she couldn't find throughout the rest of the week,
Mm-hmm.
then we can go back on our departure day and she can pick it up then.
Perfect. Okay. Friday, December 5th. What park are you going to this day?
We are going to start at Epcot because I have a 9:20 reservation at Garden Grill with the Candlelight Processional package.
Okay. Have you had breakfast at Garden Grill before?
No, never been.
It's a really good breakfast. I love it. It's not my top breakfast, but it's among my top.
Right.
Um,
The narrator is I want to say Ashley Eckstein. She's the
Oh,
voice of Ahsoka.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Have you done Candlelight Processional before?
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I haven't either. I
And
really would love to at some point.
this was a big thing that I wanted to be able to do for my mom because I know she's going to really enjoy it. And it's
Mm-hmm.
for the 6:45 show.
Okay. That will be so much fun. Um, you said that you're going to be starting at Epcot. That
Yeah.
says to me you think you will hop at some point.
I'm thinking that there's going to be a lot of flexibility in this trip just based on, not knowing how long my niece and my mom are going to be able to hang. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to be super ride focused.
Mm-hmm.
We really just want to soak in all the holiday vibes.
Yeah, and Festival of the Holidays, I presume that will have started by that point. Do you
Yes.
know for
Yep.
sure? Okay.
Hmm.
So, do you anticipate that you're going to be trying to go listen to some of the storytellers and that sort of
Yes.
thing? Okay.
That was my big must do there. So
Mm.
we'll hit Epcot a couple of days.
Is Epcot your favorite park?
um, Currently, probably. Um, I'm very much enjoying actually doing the festivals
Mm-hmm.
because when we had gone in October, that was the first time we'd been there for Food and Wine.
Yeah.
When we went in January for Festival of the Arts, that was the first time. I just like all of the extra stuff
Mm-hmm.
and not being like a we have to get everything done kind of trip.
Right.
It's nice to just be able to take in everything that the festivals offer.
Have you ever been to Flower and Garden?
We've been there a couple of times during Flower and Garden, but we've never really focused on it because we've been with the kids and they just want to,
Okay.
ride rides and stuff.
Okay. Well, I have to ask between Festival of the Arts and the Food and Wine that it sounds like you've done more extensively. Do you have a preference?
Um, Festival of the Arts over
Mm,
Food and Wine. Just there
okay.
was so much to do
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
extra, and
Yeah.
maybe if they bring some of the stuff back that they used to have
Mm-hmm.
for Food and Wine, that would change.
Mm-hmm.
And same
Okay.
thing. We've been at the holiday time, but we didn't actually focus on Festival of the Holiday stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you're thinking your mom and sister-in-law and niece might head out after Candlelight Processional
mm-hmm.
to go back to the resort, but you think you and Bekah might stay and
Yeah,
have some
and
fun?
my sister-in-law might like take them back to the resort and then
Come back.
come
Okay.
back and hang with us too.
Okay.
We're early risers,
Mm-hmm.
all of us. Well, my daughter, not so much normally, but when we're on vacation, she's an
Well,
early riser.
she's a Disney early riser. That's different.
Yes, yeah. um, so we plan on rope dropping every day that we're there.
Okay. Are you a stay till fireworks kind of person
Oh, I'm rope drop
normally?
to close.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. All
I like
right.
to be going all day long. We don't generally take rest breaks either,
Okay.
even when the kids were young.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the way I kind of have been, but lately I'm turning into more of a take a break kind of
And
person.
I mean, we'll find places to sit and chill for a little bit within the park,
Mm-hmm.
but we
Yeah.
won't necessarily leave.
Yeah, that's one thing is I think sometimes people think that to take a break you have to go back to your resort. Not at all the case. You can be strategic and take your
Yeah.
break in the park or at a nearby resort, and still feel a little bit more
Rested.
rejuvenated to
Yep.
go back out. All right, Saturday, December 6th. What is your plan that day?
We are going to start at Animal Kingdom.
Okay. And you're
Early
rope
entry is
dropping. That's very,
7:30. Yeah.
very early for
Yep.
early entry. um, are you going to, you said this is not going to be super ride focused
Hmm.
trip. Are you planning to do any lightning lanes or anything?
My niece will most likely qualify for DAS.
Mm-hmm.
My sister-in-law hasn't done the interview yet, but if she gets that, then we'll just use that. I don't think there's going to be a need
Mm-hmm.
for anything else. I have asked everybody what their must-dos are for this trip,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom has said she is a passenger princess. She is just along for the ride. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
happens, happens. My sister-in-law, basically the same thing. My daughter gave me two uh, items. She wants to see Fantasmic. That's her favorite show.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to get a picture of her grandmother on It's a Small World.
Oh,
So
that's
those
a
were the only
sweet
two
thing to have on
must-dos.
your
Yeah.
to-do list. I love that. Um, okay. So rope dropping, and then do you have any dining plans for this day?
No, we actually we have the quick service dining plan
Oh, okay.
for the trip.
Okay.
So
Have
we'll
you
just
done
do
that
quick
before?
service. Hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
we've done the dining plan for most of our trips. We
Mm-hmm.
just like the ease of it.
Mm-hmm. You when you say ease of it, I should ask, do you like the ease of just not having to think about the money part?
Correct.
Or okay.
Hmm.
Okay. And so are you somebody who's trying to get like your monetary value out of it? Or you're
No,
just like, nope, that's what I paid for it.
no, and we
This
tend
is
to get the monetary, even with the regular dining plan.
mm-hmm.
We've done that a few times. We don't specifically look for the most expensive things on the menu, but
Mm-hmm.
we do tend to come out on top or at least break even most
Okay.
times.
Yeah. I never do. Never. With the quick service, you can get, I should say, an adult beverage
Yes.
with
Yep.
your meals.
Hmm.
Okay. So that's nice to have. And then with your daughter not being old enough to drink, I think you can use her credit too for
Yeah.
the adult
Or,
beverage.
I mean, she can do a mocktail or get a milkshake
Right.
or something if the place
Yeah.
offers it.
Anything else that you have specifically planned for Saturday?
Um, no, just a couple of rides and shows, nothing super
Hmm.
set.
Do you think you might hop somewhere?
Yeah, we're gonna hop to Epcot. Probably, I'm assuming probably around noonish. I guess going back to the day one on the 5th,
Mm-hmm.
the plan was just to get a couple rides in at Epcot around our breakfast and then hop to Hollywood Studios
Okay.
around noon, do a couple of rides there, and then hop back to Epcot around 5 o'clock to make sure we're back for Candlelight Processional. So
Mm-hmm.
when we hop back to Epcot, we'll try and get a couple of the storytellers out of the way. The second day, we'll try and get the rest of those done.
When you hop from between Epcot and Hollywood Studios, are you going to take a boat, or are you doing the Skyliner, or will you walk?
I am going to let them decide. We'll
Okay.
see how we're feeling.
Okay.
My guess would be definitely not walking,
Mm-hmm.
probably the Skyliner.
All right. So moving back, Sunday, December the 7th, what park will you start at that day?
This is our Christmas party day.
Oh, okay. So
So,
you're not going to go to the park during the day because you
correct.
have your party ticket. All right. So what are you going to do with the first half of your day before it's party time?
I think we're going to try and sleep in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Probably check out the other resorts and all their holiday stuff. Just kind
Mm.
of resort hop a little bit and check things out. I do plan on getting to the Magic Kingdom right around 4 o'clock when we're able to get in, just
Mm-hmm.
to get a couple of things done before the party actually starts. And then
Mm.
really nothing specific at the party. We'll just kind of do what we want when we want, take it all in. I'm kind of excited because I heard Magic Kingdom's decorating more of the park this year, so it's not just
Oh,
Main
so not
Street.
just the hub and
Yeah,
Main Street. Okay.
the only land that doesn't have any decorations up right now, I guess, is Adventureland, but
Okay.
they've been doing stuff elsewhere.
Cool. I have not even been, I haven't had time to be paying attention to that, so I'm gonna have to check it out. That's really cool because I've always thought it's so bizarre to me that the decor just kind of stops
Right,
and you don't see it at the rest of the park.
right.
Monday, December 8th. What park will you go to for your third and final
We are
day?
going to early entry rope drop Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
We have Beacon Barrel reservations at 12:25.
Ooh, fun.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been looking at the menu to see what you're going to be interested in trying there?
I generally kind of have to choose that stuff depending on how I feel that day.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if my daughter will end up drinking anything. Like
Mm-hmm.
this was more something that I wanted to do, and I know
Just for
everybody
the
else will love the
experience.
experience in there. But
Yeah, yeah. I get what I call it menu ADD,
mm,
which is I get overwhelmed when there's too many choices and I'm on the spot about what to get. I always have to
uh,
pre-look at the menu, even if I don't decide exactly what I'm going to get. I
right,
have to like have an idea of like these are a couple of things I might get, and that way when I get there, I can just like actually. But like my eyes will not focus on one part of the page. It's like they're jumping everywhere, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't.
I
So,
have I have tried that before.
uh huh.
Kind of picking in advance what I want to do, My mom is very big into that. Like she'll know
Mm-hmm.
what she's going to get at a restaurant before we go.
Yeah.
And I'll have an idea going in, and then I'll pick something completely different when I'm in there.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you have to live in the moment, Lisa. You have to
correct,
you got to be ready for how you're feeling that day.
right.
What else are you going to be planning to do this day?
So I want to go to Gaston's for the creme brulee croissant because I think
Mm-hmm.
my mom will love that one. Couple little rides if anybody wants to do them. Grab lunch there. I figure we'll spend most of the day at Magic Kingdom, but then hop over to Hollywood Studios because we have to be there for the nighttime.
For Fantasmic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to be watching, I would assume, Happily Ever After and stuff on your party day.
Well, they don't do have Happily Ever After on the
Oh
party
wait,
day. I
no,
don't
no,
think.
no, they don't. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
But we will do
But
the
you'll be
holiday
seeing the
fireworks.
show that's there
Yes.
for the party. Okay, so you're
Yeah.
going to get some Magic Kingdom like
Fireworks, yeah.
in. Okay.
And the parade.
Yeah. All right. So Tuesday, December 9th, that is your return day. What time is your flight? Because you said you had a little bit of time.
We don't fly out until 6:50.
Okay. So you have
So
a lot of time to play with.
yeah.
What are you going to do?
Well, my sister-in-law and my niece are going to be leaving at 10:24 in the morning. So we'll probably have to say goodnight to them the night before.
Mm-hmm.
We'll sleep in a little bit. My daughter is obsessed with sushi right now. So I got us Kona reservations for lunch at 12:50.
Mm-hmm.
Figure we'll just kind of get moving slowly in the morning, go and have our lunch, and probably head to the airport around 3. So
Okay. And JetBlue means you're flying Terminal C, the best terminal, I will
correct.
say.
Yes. So if we have to hang out there for a little bit while we wait for our plane, it's not nearly as
No
bad.
big deal. No
Yeah.
big deal. Your flight back, is it a direct flight?
Yeah. Yeah. They're both direct.
Well, this is going to be such a fun girls' trip.
I'm very, very excited.
Yeah. Are you feeling the holiday spirit, or is this going to be like what gets you into the holiday spirit?
My husband is Jewish, so we also celebrate
Okay.
Hanukkah, which
Okay.
starts, I think, the 12th.
I don't even know what day it starts. I converted, but we are Jewish too, and we celebrate both because I grew up with Christmas. So
But we host Thanksgiving at our house, so I'm very much decorated for Thanksgiving right now.
Okay.
And then once everybody leaves Thanksgiving night, everything gets pulled down.
Oh,
and
you're
it
one
turns
of those
over to
that,
Christmas. Yeah,
just like Disney, you do the
Yeah.
overnight transformation.
I do.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. I think that, in previous years, I have gotten more into the spirit of Halloween. And for whatever reason, I have just not been into it this year, to the point where I kept saying, I need to go down and get my fall decor. I need to get my fall decor. And I never did it. It's still in my storage unit, never pulled it out. But for whatever reason, the minute Halloween was over, I was like, I am ready for Christmas and Hanukkah this year.
Right.
And I didn't feel that way last year. Last year I was like kind of bah humbugging. Well, I shouldn't say bah humbugging. I was not like down on the spirit. It's just like I
think
wasn't
sometimes
super into it.
Weather has something to do with it too. Like
You
it is
know, you're
very,
right.
very fall right now. So
Mhm.
I think it helps to get me in the spirit. We have the majority of the pieces from the Lego Holiday Village.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think right now it's, I don't know, like 15 or 16 different sets.
Oh, wow.
So we take them down after the holidays every year and we rebuild them.
Wait,
every
you
year.
rebuild them from scratch?
Yes.
Wow.
So we've had to start earlier and earlier with that. So we've already started with the building. So we watch, it's a tradition for my daughter and I, and now that my son's home from school, he does it too, but we watch the Harry Potter movies and put together the Lego Holiday Village. So
okay. Does it take you all of the Harry Potter movies to get them all put together?
yes, even into like the Fantastic Beasts.
Oh my
if we
gosh.
need to.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I have to tell you, Lisa, I have a secret dream. My secret dream is to get the Lego Home Alone house.
Oh.
But I don't think I want to rebuild it every year. So I want to get the Lego Home Alone house and then store it in a way that I don't have to take it apart.
My sister, I think she keeps her sets up as well. And like the older sets that we've had for many, many, many years, a lot of the pieces are breaking now because they've been put together and taken apart so much. And I'm running out of space. So we may not put all of them back together, but we'll pick and choose which ones.
Yeah, I like in my mind, I'm like, one day I'm getting that Home Alone house. But then I'm like, then I have to store the whole thing put together in my storage unit.
And hope that it doesn't crash.
And hope that nobody, like, I mean, I can trust myself to pull things in and out of the storage unit, but I can't trust anybody else.
Right.
They're going to mess it up. But one day, maybe when I'm retired and I'm not living in the city anymore and have a little bit more space, I will treat myself to the Home Alone house.
Well, we're doing another train this year is the set for this year, but we already have a train. So we're like, we don't need another train, but we need a new set to put together. So we got the Star Wars gingerbread AT-AT.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Oh my God, it's so cute.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like all decorated with lights, and there's a gingerbread Darth Vader minifigure.
That's
it's
so
super cute.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to find it, listeners, and I will put a link to it in the show notes so that everybody can check it out. That sounds adorable. All right, Lisa, I think we've got all we need here, and all we need you to do is go have a great time on your trip and come back and tell us about it.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, travel safely, have a magical and merry time, and I will talk to you upon your return.
Great. Thanks.
Thank you, Lisa, for joining the podcast. Please give Lisa a follow on Instagram. You can find her information in the show notes. The post-trip report is up next, so make sure you tune in for that. If you have a trip coming up and are interested in being a trip report guest, you can submit yourself through my website, whereilongtobepodcast.com. I am currently looking for people traveling in March and beyond. The sooner you submit, the more likely it is you would be selected to be a guest. Okay, that is all for this episode. Head on over to the Post Trip Report now and keep daydreaming about where you long to be.